Hi, it's Renee. I wanted to just show you how to clean and service your sewing machine. So obviously you will have your particular sewing machine, and all brands are different, but for cleaning purposes they're basically the same. So you'll need to have your instruction manual and turn that towards the maintenance, cleaning, and oiling section. A good idea to have a flashlight. You may want scissors. You definitely need your oil. This is oil I got off of a ceiling fan box. Q-tips. You'll need three. You'll need two different screwdrivers. These heavy duty ones, the regular screwdriver and the Phillips head. And then you'll want to use your regular and Phillips head that come in the pack. So that's actually 4 screwdrivers. For the smaller screws, these come in handy, but when you actually go into the mechanism of the sewing machine, the heavier part, you will need those screwdrivers. And just 2 utility brushes. These are just old, clean but old paint brushes. So, and then as many paper towels as you think you'll need, and then a paper plate or something to put the junk in, or just stuff you want to throw away. So now I've turned my machine upside down, and as I said before, it's really important to go ahead and take section by section to clean, so that you're not taking apart your whole sewing machine and getting confused about the different pieces that go inside. So in this case, this is the underside, and it's the bed base. So there's 2 screws here, and in this case these are the bigger screws, so I'm going to use my heavier screwdriver to take those apart. So this one is only 2 screws, so that makes it pretty easy. This is going to make your sewing machine work so much better and extend the life of your sewing machine by so much. And again, if you're going to upgrade and get a different sewing machine, there we go. Wow, look at that. You will definitely want to keep it serviced and use that as a selling point, because people love sewing machines, used ones that have been serviced. A lot of people just take them into a service dealer or a sewing machine company, and it can cost a ton of money. So really, if you just spend a couple of hours doing this, you are saving a lot. So, you know, this does take a little bit longer. As I have mentioned, it does take a couple hours. That's why it's worth doing yourself, because it is expensive to get that done. And I believe that no matter what, when you're doing your own, you take a little bit more time of it, and you're more tender and loving to your equipment that you love and you're going to use. I don't suggest using cotton balls, because the cotton can get sort of connected on some of these corners, and it will cause more problems for you. Okay, so I'm just going to finish cleaning this piece up and I'll be back. Okay, so I've made my way into the inner workings, the deep recesses of this machine, and again, I'm just going in and I'm putting my brush or my Q-tip and running it through there to get all of that gunk out. This little mechanism right here gets quite corroded over, so I'm just going to rotate that piece and just keep wiping it down. You may have to go in and clean your brushes intermittently through this process, because it can be quite dirty in this part of it. And this is where a lot of the lint comes. So So when you think you've got it cleaned as good as possible, then you'll just make sure you oil it. And the points of oiling are going to be clearly marked. So once you're done with that, you'll just put that cover back on it. Side. So I'm at the underside right now, and what I can tell you is the best thing is do one section at a time. So this is the biggest section. It has screws in each side. So I lay the screws together so I don't lose them. That's one of the benefits of doing one section at a time instead of taking out all of your screws. That way you only have a few screws to go, and so if you have to stop, you'll be able to pick up where you left off or put things back together fairly quickly. So this piece comes off, and as you can see, it's pretty gunky. Stick over here so we don't lose it. So this piece just comes off, and it is metal, so you just have to be pretty gentle, and you will be amazed at what you find. I'm actually pretty grossed out on this because there's a bug of some sort, which is clearly prehistoric. So once you're done cleaning the bottom, it's best to go ahead and reattach your faceplate here. So keep in mind you're going to attach it like it was, and you're going to make sure that you put your screws in the correct screw holes. So these are the small screws that go in here, and I just put them in and get them started just a little. There's one, and there's two, whoop, and two. Sometimes it helps if you just go ahead and use the screwdriver to get it started in there. There we go. It just goes just like that, like a breeze. And that one. Next goes in this corner. So this way, if you're just doing each section, you'll make sure you don't lose or put the wrong pieces together. Everything should fit perfectly. This faceplate fits perfectly. Okay, now this is the other piece that I cleaned inside and out. So we just have to fit it back. Remember, this one has a washer on it. We have to change out the screwdriver because this is the regular screw, not the Phillips head. You know you're going to have 2 screwdrivers, right? Most likely. And at the beginning of this tutorial, I show you exactly what materials you will need to use to clean your sewing machine. I like to say clean and service your sewing machine, because you are checking, and you know, the more that you service and clean your own machine, the more that you'll understand the different pieces. Okay, I'm going to stop here, and I'm going to get some clean supplies and open up the next box. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and you have the confidence to go ahead and clean and service your own sewing machine. Let me know if you have questions. Thank you.